Thanks for staying with us. Join us on the show to discuss more on palm tree farming, the palm oil industry, and more. Is the Group Managing Director and President, flapcoop, an Asset Rise Limited, Mr. Oluwadurotimi Ojamamoye. Welcome to the show, sir.
Good morning.
Good to have you.
Awesome, ladies. Good morning.
So tell us about the palm oil industry and how it's doing in Nigeria at this time, in this era.
Thank you so much. The palm oil industry is one of the very thriving agricultural produce in Nigeria right now. We understand this palm tree farming over 60 years in Nigeria. To our partners, the Agricuture Oil Palm PLC, they have these trees planted well over 60 years ago. Until today, those palm trees are still fruiting. So I'll give you short data. They have 10,000 hectares of palm tree farm across 9 communities. And in revenue, that is worth over 42 billion every year. Today, a keg of palm oil, 25 liter, is 27,000 in Lagos. Back in 2019, it was 8,500. Now, to the local farmers who we are partnering with and have taken their produce from them, during this era of economic meltdown and downtime, they are smiling to the bank all the time because they earn more as their palm trees are fruiting. So we can say that the palm oil industry is contributing very well to the agricultural sector in Nigeria in terms of productivity and also revenue at large.
Could you explain to us this, the palm tree farming and the real estate approach with it, especially the palm tree estate project that you have in Ekwe?
Thank you so much. So from our background, like I said the other time, I growing up from a father who owns acres of palm tree farms, and to our project in Ondo State, back to Lagos State now. The Palm Ridge Estate is a community of palm tree farmers that we have identified to create in a place like Ekpe. Now, beyond the economic value of palm tree farming is the ecological support those trees will provide for that zone. So imagine an area like Ekpe where you have the Alaro City, the Dangote refinery not too far off, a lot of emission into the ozone layer, and now having a palm tree farm where you have over 42,000 trees that are going to be grown in this area. So beyond the community of landlords who own this Palm Ridge Estate, earning from their productivity in palm oil and their land appreciating in value over the years, the Palm Ridge Estate will see it as an iconic project that will support the state, Lagos State itself, and even Nigeria at large.
Guys, you're talking about, you know, the climate, global warming and all of that.
Yes.
The last time you were here, you talked about how, you know, investors were coming in, so you buy a plot of land, own the palms, and you help farm and, you know, manage the plant. I want you to elaborate on it.
Thank you. So we know there was an era in this country where we have the agri-tech companies, and they give me 100,000 and enter so patent. And we saw the story of how that works. And we know the Nigerians have burned their hands, and we can't keep repeating such models. So what we have created is a model with real estate where you own your land, and we plant trees on it for you. You make the decision to either outsource to us to help you manage your trees by harvesting. But the value for the farmer, for the landowners now, is that Ekpe presently is the fastest growing community in Lagos and even in West Africa, to the much of the development going on there. And when you buy a plot now, it appreciates over the years. Now, beyond your land appreciating in value, you now have cash crops on the land that are going to be generating revenue for you. And we are simply saying the wisdom of you having cash crops on this land will also help us to manage it for you by you outsourcing to us. We're going to be building an automated mill in this estate to support the community of palm tree farmers, and we can take their bunches and mill and sell back to the market.
Sounds really like a great plan.
It sounds like a really wonderful plan. But for the ignorant people like us, what's the difference between the palm tree? You know, because I thought it was only coconut trees you could get in that area because it's close to the sea.
Yes.
I didn't know you could get palm, the ones that's the one that has palm kernel, Abi.
Exactly.
So can you just tell the...
Okay, so in Ekpe, precisely, you have more of this farming community. So last 2 weeks, the governor just launched the food hub in Ekpe, in K2 Ekpe precisely. That area of Ekpe has more of loamy soil than the other area where you have the sandy soil that you can plant palm trees on. Those sandy area can only grow coconut. But this mountain can grow palm trees. And with the water area there, the palm trees survive more in mangrove area. So this area in Ekpe is going to have more of...
Is this the one that has the palm wine too?
Yes, the palm oil.
So you can also sell palm wine and...
Palm oil, palm kernel oil, even the local soap, which is Oshedudu now, is produced from the palm tree shaft. So there's a lot from the palm tree.
Yeah.
So we have really ignored over the years.
So all these things, now the value chain, would you say that we have enough equipment on ground to do that, or are we exporting our raw materials still in large numbers? How is it working, and what is the future for you?
Okay, so I think this model has worked over time. You have bigger companies like the Okumo Oil in Edo State. Kudos to the government supporting them there. Over 17,000 hectares, automated mill, producing all kind of products from palm oil. They produce soap and all kind of products from the palm. So the value chain can be fully maximized in Nigeria, just like you have in Malaysia and the rest.
Do we have
only
in
the
Lagos?
Government is supporting. So for what we are creating in Lagos right now, we're going to have an automated mill that have the capacity to maximize this value chain.
So that means the price of palm oil will come down.
Yes, it will come down, but presently, because the government has been so wise to stop the borders and importation of palm oil in, and over the years, Nigeria has not been able to produce enough palm oil to even service our citizens. So we import palm oil. And, yes, we import the larger consumption of palm oil in the country is imported. And right now, when the borders are closed, you saw that the palm oil industry is thriving better. And more investors are coming into the country to do that. If you drive through Odogbolu, by your right-hand side, you will see over 500 acres of palm tree presently being grown by one of our elite.
So we think to myself, like Lagos, where is the land in Lagos that you are doing hectares and hectares? It's not the same Lagos that you can almost draw it in 2 seconds. Where in Ekpe, is there still land in that Ekpe?
Yes. So the assumption most times that there is no land in Lagos. But when you go to Ekpe, in this very area, the government still have an area that is reserved for the government of 16,000 hectares plus. That's well over a large community. And presently, where we are going to be building this palm tree, we have 700 acres. So there's a lot of land to still practice agriculture.
Let me be clear what you are saying. So this morning now, you're telling us, just like you did the last time, that if you would like to invest in palm oil, we can come to you. So either you buy the land, and then we lease it out to you to grow the palm oil, the palm trees. Whenever I am ready to build my own house, come and carry your trees. Please give me back my land. I want to use it. But at least I will get a percentage from what you use, because you're going to process the palm oil, correct?
Exactly.
How do we reach you if you want to tell us the phone numbers and details?
So thank you. So to reiterate your point again, now the value chain for the palm-rich estate, what we have done differently is we can't concentrate only building residential estates. We have agricultural estate that we can maximize. So we have created the palm-rich estates as agricultural estate where people can own units, plot hectares, and when you own this unit, you plant palm trees on it. You outsource to us to help you maximize. And over the years, your land is appreciating in value. Later, 30, 20 years later, this same estate can be converted into a residential zone. And you have...
Can you tell us how much the lands are?
Presently, we are selling at 1 million naira. As of last month, we had a promo of 700,000 naira per plot. So presently, it's 1 million naira per plot. Our details are on the screen. If you contact us, we'll be able to say more to you. And lastly, as a cooperative, I would say kudos to the Lagos State government for creating an enabling environment for businesses to thrive. So as a cooperative, we have over 9 estates that we have done within the span of 2021 to 2022.
Palm tree estate.
Palm tree. And why do I say this? We are directly regulated by the Lagos State government. Our books are audited by the government, and due process are in place to make sure that these businesses thrive.
So you can't run away.
We know where to catch you.
Exactly.
If I give you my 1 million, then I'll be looking for you everywhere.
We have this estate largely subscribed already. And
what was that thing? Microscope.
You don't just
You can go to Lagos State government and find
Using
you.
binoculars to find
you have the Lagos State regulatory body for cooperative in Alausa here. You can even search us online, flapcoop. Our office is in +5 and +50 Magodo Phase 1. And also, we are also licensed by LASRERA, the Lagos State Real Estate Regulatory Authority.
Don't do it, that's all. Your money don't finish. That's all we can say. Thank you very much, Mr.
Thank you so much.
Flapcoop. That name is very complicated. Flap
cooperative.
Flap cooperative. Oh, okay. All right. Thank you so much. We'll definitely contact you. Your numbers are on the screen. We'll definitely be in touch. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.